Hello guys, welcome back to Coast Climax in this final part series of my Planet Coaster creation, where I am recreating what I think should be coming next to Thorpe Park Resort. Basically, if you haven't seen the last two episodes, make sure you check them out. This is where I designed the coaster and start the first initial bits of theming, going along with the station. The last episode was a bit slower, there wasn't as much going on, so this time, if this will be the last episode, everything will be finished. The queue line, the theming, I will be doing custom supporting as well, which I massively regret, as it's the first time I've actually done custom supporting, along with the whole area itself. The park is nearly finished now. There's a few final bits of details to release before I pop out the POV and the final footage of it. But this is the last construction footage of it. As you can see, I've just done the queue line there. So if you do like this video, make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified of any upcoming videos, as this POV will be coming soon. Let me know down in the comments as well what you think this ride should be named, as it still does not have a name. And if I don't get a name, I will just come up with one myself. But I would much rather you guys put your input in and let me know what you think this should be called. So this is where I start off the custom support in. Like I said, I wasn't really sure what I was doing. I haven't really done it before. I've messed around with it, but not done a full custom support coaster layout. So I've done a lot of sort of copying and pasting, trying to get it to look somewhat realistic. Most of them, they come out alright. There's a few I would like to change, but if I get the time to, I will. If not, it's not the end of the world. They still look pretty alright. So if you haven't seen the last two videos, as I said, make sure you do check them out, as I do explain the whole theming around the ride, everything that there is. Basically, that it's based off of the Swarm. The Swarm, if you don't know, is a B&M wing that's at Thorpe Park. This is on Swarm Island, where there's a big plot of land behind the Swarm that they can expand onto. They have some gates, and they could build a bridge over the bit of water they have there to get into Swarm Island. I have removed the water, as if I was going to build it there, I wouldn't keep the water in there. I think I would remove it. So that's what I have done. Now, as you can see, lots of custom support in. It's based around that Swarm theme, but the Swarm come a couple hundred years ago, wiped out everyone, and now they're just left with a load of abandoned buildings. There's this abandoned castle as well, where the Swarm sort of initially hit. That's kind of the basic feeling and theming that I went for this project. So I wasn't like I said, I wasn't really 100% sure what I was doing. I don't usually do massively high detail theming like I did for this one, but I'm really quite chuffed with how it come out. So I did try my best. If there's anything you guys think I should change or make improvements of, please feel free to let me know, as any inspiration would help, as I wasn't really 100% sure what I was doing. Because, as I said, I don't really do many high detailed parks or coasters, in fact. So, if you haven't seen, this park that I'm basing off of is Digital Dan's Swarm Island. He done like a challenge a couple of years ago, so make sure you check out his channel, as the content he's been putting out is great. I would like to say thanks to Dan for obviously making this, and let me use it for the videos. So yeah, pretty good. Like I said, I've been just trying to work on the bits of theme and the custom supporting. I actually underestimated how long it would take for me to do the custom supporting, as I kind of started off with the lower bits, which were a lot easier, and then started to go off more than the taller bits. That took so much longer to do. So the big, massive coasters that have custom support in, I have like, wow, just how people spend that much time on it. Just custom supporting. As you can see, I'm just trying to figure out if it's all working. Most of the supports were done by then. I hadn't finished them, I got bored of it, so I started to work more on the details. But yeah, I've spent quite a few hours in this project, so if you guys have seen, obviously do want to check it out, feel free. I will be putting it up onto Steam Workshop eventually, once the POV is out, as that will be the next one for me to do, is to create the POV for it. This will not be in this video, that will be in the next video. This is just the construction time lapse. So I'm just going on this outer bank, this bank turn round into the station. Yeah, like I said, it was a lot of just trying to copy paste, making it look good. I did. Like I said, I was happy with how it come out. There is a whole lighting package as well for when it's at night time that will also be shown on the final POV. But yeah, a lot of these supports I wasn't really too sure with what I was doing. I just kind of hoped it looked somewhat realistic, and they ended up coming out right. There's a couple that weren't too realistic, but for the majority of them, they looked pretty good. So I was quite chuffed with how they come out. Then trying to make a whole area around it. I don't think the Thorpe would actually build something like this. I think just the theming alone is too much to what Thorpe would do. I mean, the swarm itself has got a lot of theming, but even that isn't on this level because obviously they've just got sort of the plain. Obviously, the church building looks amazing, but this is quite in detail, and I feel like the budget would be cut if they were to build something like this. But how I would love to see something like this come to Thorpe Park. It would be amazing. Especially Mac Extreme Spinner as well. It would be easily marketable. As I believe the only Mac spinner in the UK is Importance Park. So having an Extreme Spinner with launches, inversions, making it an extremely unique, one-of-a-kind ride. Obviously, they have got the other Mac Extremes around the world, but nothing like this. So the closest Mac Extreme spinner you're getting is a Ride to Happiness in Belgium. So if it's not always feasible for people to go abroad to try out this ride, they could easily go and try it out at Thorpe Park Resort, which would be great for the GP, as the GP wouldn't be travelling to Belgium to go ride a ride like this. They want something like this local on their doorstep, or at least somewhat in the UK that you can get to easily. So that's why I chose this. But as I said, I am looking for a name for the ride. If you have got any name suggestions, please let me know. This support structure here was the one I wasn't happy with. I did make some alterations to it later on down the line, but that's the one bit I wasn't happy with. It just doesn't quite look right to me. But if it functions, it functions. If it does the job, it does the job. But yeah, guys, let me know down below what you think the name of this ride should be, as I don't really have any idea what to name it. I'm thought I'd leave it up to you guys. If not, then I will just come out with a name. But yeah, nearly finished up with all the supporting now. As you can see, this is what's taking the majority of the time, trying to get all these custom supporting in and the little bits of theming that's in. I mean, just looking at it in this footage now and the time lapse compared to what it looks like now, I mean, the difference is mental. I've got loads of plants theming around, few buildings as well. The buildings I built, I done them in the live stream. If you guys did see, I did do a live stream, so for the people that have seen the live stream, you know what it does look like. Bit more up to date. I built a toilet block and some food stalls, I believe, in the live stream. Unfortunately, I don't have the footage of that. I just have the footage that I didn't do in the live stream. So that's also added. You will sort of see it but suddenly appear, and that's why. And then obviously I do build a gift shop as well, which is in the footage, which will be coming up shortly. So here we go, this is coming along to the lighting package that I was talking about, adding in loads of special lights, details into the station, sort of having a look around, making sure everything looks as realistic as possible. So that's what I kind of tried to do. There we go, so this is now where the food stalls have all just sort of popped in. That's what they look like, the food and the toilets. Sort of trying my best there to get it look as good as what it does. So now I'm just doing loads of the planting. You can sort of see where all the plants and scenery did just appear. That's what I done in the live stream. So I do apologise about you guys not being able to see that. But if you do want to watch it in real time, make sure you have a look at the live stream. That is up on the channel at the moment. So I would highly recommend you take a watch of that if you have nothing better to do. But if not, then thank you guys for sticking around this long for this time lapse. So like I said, the next footage that will be out will be the POV and sort of a bit of a more of a cinematic look to this park, and then I will eventually upload it to the Steam Workshop so you guys can download it, have a look for it yourself, and make it come out as best as you can. So this is a bit of TMTK I had for sort of some counters which I thought would be necessary, as I do have on-ride photos opportunities on this ride. I did use Nemesis Inferno photos for the backdrop, but that's all I had on Planet Coaster, and I might make some custom ones, but I highly doubt it because it just takes ages to do and I wouldn't really know where to start. So yeah, going around now, building in sort of the sign of the gift shop. I'm not happy with how that sign gift shop looks, but that's sort of what I put in. coming into the end of this video. So anyway, guys, if you did like this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get updated of any new videos that are coming out. And yeah, make sure you stick around to watch the POV of this ride now that it is nearly finished. So thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.